Coming into Serbia, one of the most important things that you're going to be looking to do is obtain some sort of shelter. This can be a house, an apartment, a rental. You might want to be purchasing your own. And today we're going to be talking about the different types of housing and how to obtain them and things to look for when you're getting into real estate here in Serbia, and what to keep an eye out for and how to mediate those things and lessen the impact of something actually happening to you and your family by relocating to Serbia. Now, not every country is perfect, but I believe Serbia has some beautiful things to explore, to visit, to enjoy. However, one of the most stressful things that you can do as someone coming into Serbia is looking for housing. And today I'm going to be talking about that. Now, first, I'm going to get into the types of housing that you'll have in Serbia. And you have several types of housing options for yourself or for your family or your friends, however you're coming into Serbia, and different budgets that these things will fit. Now, if you're looking for an apartment, this is going to be your most common type of housing that you can find. Now, a lot of the people coming in from Western cultures are going to, and I'm specifically talking about North America, when they come to Serbia, one of the first things that they notice is the apartments here are much smaller than what they're used to in North America. And that is because we don't have the space like you would have in North America. Serbia is a much smaller country than the United States and Canada. And so, of course, our housing is going to be a lot smaller here as well. But you can also find things that are much larger and that are more westernized, but you're going to be paying a premium for that as well. One of the other things you're going to want to keep in mind moving in here or coming to Serbia is all the housing is in square meters and not in square feet. So you're going to need to know the conversions of that as well. And so you can find anything from studio apartments here to smaller 1, 2, 3 bedrooms, or you can find luxurious apartments. And the prices vary from city to city and how long you're looking to stay, and if you're doing a purchase or a rental. You're also going to be looking at housing here, actual houses. Now you can actually rent full houses here. This is not typically found in major cities. They're going to be located on the outskirts of the cities or in some of the villages around. And so you can either rent a full house, you can rent a portion of a house, you can even rent the second house that someone has on a property where the landlord would still be on. Now you also have serviced apartments which are going to be fully furnished. And so one of the things that many of the people coming into Serbia are surprised at is that the apartments that they're renting or that they're buying from individuals, now this doesn't include brand new builds, that a lot of these apartments and houses do come fully furnished. Now, I might not be the one that will say that they're furnished with style, but hey, if you're coming here with nothing, something is better than nothing. And so that might be an option for you. If you're looking to rent, make sure you ask the person that you're renting from, is this going to be a furnished unit or an unfurnished unit or a semi-furnished unit? Because you might want to understand if you're paying a premium for an empty unit or if you're paying a premium for a fully furnished unit. That's going to really dictate as to what you're renting out. Now, you can also do short-term rentals such as Airbnbs. One of the main sites that you'll find here in Serbia is bookings.com, and that's the most popular one around here, but Airbnb is great. I know many individuals that use Airbnb, and you can actually use Airbnb with your own home country, pay in your home currency rather than the Serbian dinar, and Airbnb will figure all that out on the back end. Now, you'll also have expat compounds. So in Belgrade and Novi Sad, you do have expat communities and living in environments with other expats and possibly shared facilities. You will also have corporate housing for those that are here on work permits. The corporate housing will have facilities where you stay with other people that you're working with. It could be a single room. It could be a full apartment that you're going to be getting. So if you're coming in here under corporate housing and you're coming in here on a work visa, ensure you ask your employer, what am I going to be living in? What am I going to be living in? And who am I going to be living with? And the last one is again going to be student housing, like you have pretty much anywhere else in the world. Now with student housing, these are typically going to be around any of the educational buildings or educational purposes or around universities. That's where they're going to be. So if you're a student, you do have things of that nature if you're looking to come and do some schooling here in Serbia. Now, again, you might want to confirm with someone that's already staying here in Serbia as to what the facilities look like, what you get with those facilities, what are the amenities around those facilities, just so that you're not, set aside or put in a predicament when you do come here and you're not aware of what they have available here. Now, how do you find a rental or a house in Serbia? That's going to be the next question I will be getting from people that are looking to come to Serbia, regardless if they're a tourist or looking to relocate here permanently. Now, we live in a digital age, and so the best option is going to be your online platforms. And some of the top 3 ones that I'm going to give you, and this doesn't include all of them, is going to be Nekretine.rs, Halo Oglasaj, and then it's going to be Forzida. I will be leaving links in the description of this video for those websites. But that doesn't cover all of them. Though if you want more options, you're going to need to pick up a copy of my relocation guide, and that'll give you other options as well and other websites, including the next topic, which is going to be real estate agents that you can find throughout Serbia. Now, one thing to watch is that these real estate agents that are, regardless if they're selling an apartment, selling a house, or renting out rentals, their main interest typically is going to be to rent you out a rental property. And so some of them will not look in the best interest for you as a client, and that's why many of the people that we work with come to us, is because we work for the best interest of our clients. We work with reputable real estate agents that will actually take the time and patience with our clients to ensure that they do find the exact piece of property that they're looking for. The next way that you could find any type of housing, real estate in Serbia is going to be social media, such as Facebook groups and other social media platforms. And the last one that I would highly prefer that people look at, and why other people come to us, is through networking. So you either know someone that lives in Serbia, you have family members that live in Serbia, or you come to a trusted agency such as us at Relocation Serbia, and you get to work with us personally, or someone that can recommend you a property or that is in this environment, so that you're not overpaying for rentals. So you're not overpaying on signing lease agreements or agreements that you don't understand, where later down the road you will be having to pay out through the nose, where it's happened with some individuals in that have come to Serbia, unfortunately. But hey, listen, if you want to take that risk, by all means, but if you are looking for a safer route, you might want to take some of these other options, or just simply come to us. Now, one thing to look out for, especially those that are renting in Serbia, is going to be your lease agreements. One thing you're going to have to look for or keep in mind when obtaining a lease agreement is that you're going to need a residency permit or white paper or something to show that you're allowed to be in Serbia. And you're going to need to provide that to whoever you're renting it from. They're also possibly going to be asking for a copy of your passport or any other documents, perhaps even a driver's license from your home country, just so that they have on file. Now, one thing to keep in mind when it comes to signing a lease agreement, that this is a legally binding document, and it's going to detail all the, outline all the things that come with your lease agreement. Are your appliances going to be included? Is your utilities going to be included? Are you going to have internet? Are you going to have access to self-storage? Are you going to have a parking spot included, or is that going to be above and beyond? One thing to keep in mind when it comes to signing lease agreements here in Serbia is that they are all done in Serbian. So if you do not read Serbian, and another reason people come to us and work with us is because they don't want to sign a document that they don't understand, that they can't read. And so being that I myself and my team that we work with speak both English and Serbian, we have lawyers on our team, we have other specialists on our team that can help you get through these processes, that can read lease agreements, read contracts, and say and tell you or explain to you what is in this lease agreement, what is in this contract. Is this a good idea? Is this not a good idea? And what things you can negotiate with your landlord or your the person you're buying a property from to make it better for you as well. And so the worst thing you'd like to do is sign something that you have no understanding about, and then later have to, again, pay the price for it because you didn't understand what you're signing and you're desperate at that time. Sometimes it's best to pay someone to help you out, and so that it saves, it's better to pay someone a couple $100 than a couple $1,000 down the road that is unexpected. And this way, if you pay someone only a couple $100 and, give you a peace of mind, let you sleep at night knowing that you did not get screwed by signing a document that you did not understand or agree to. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that more likely than not, if you're renting a property from someone here in Serbia, they're going to be asking for a security deposit. This security deposit is not for your last month's rent, but that is something that also you can negotiate within your lease agreement. This security deposit typically is a refundable deposit that you give in there, give to the landlord or whoever is in charge of that place that you're renting out. But that security deposit is for any damages to the unit. So if you, cause damage to the kitchen, if you cause damages to the wall, they can subtract that from the deposit in order to fix those items, and then you are refunded back. But again, sometimes, more often than not, and I've heard it before, where people have been telling me, "Hey, listen, Andre, I did not get my security deposit back," and then you find out that they signed a contract stating that that security deposit is not refundable. And so it's like, hey, sorry, you signed an agreement that said that that's not a refundable deposit, and you're out of that money. I'm sorry. Or they said that that's a last month's rent, but then I thought I was supposed to still pay last month's rent, and I never got my money back, and now you're into another predicament, into legal battles. Now, if you have any other questions or you're looking for further details in regards to this, other websites to find, housing, rentals, whatever it might be, look into obtaining a copy of our relocation guide that's going to be coming out in the near future. One way that you can get this copy sooner or be one of the first ones to obtain a copy of this relocation guide is to leave a comment in the comment section saying that you're interested in this relocation guide, or email us at support@relocationserbia.com, and we will put you on the email list once it is released so that you can be one of the first ones to obtain this copy. And this relocation guide is going to cover everything from A to Z for those that are looking to come and visit Serbia, that are looking to come and move to Serbia. It is going to cover everything from more in-depth housing solutions, banking, legal matters, cultural integrations, and many, many other options, so that when you do come to Serbia, that you are not left wondering, what do I do next? Who do I contact? Where do I go? What do I do next? I hope that you got some value out of this video, and I hope to see you on the next one.